Listen carefully, because what I am about to share is not about superstition, not about magic, and not about chasing money. This is about understanding spiritual principles that govern provision, obedience, and faith. Many people pray for financial breakthrough, but very few understand how God works through small acts of faith. Heaven often begins with something that looks insignificant on earth. There are moments when God asks us to do something simple, something that doesn't make sense to the logical mind. Naaman was asked to wash in the river. Moses was asked to lift a rod. A widow was asked to pour oil from an empty jar. None of these actions created the miracle by themselves. Obedience activated what God had already prepared. Money follows direction, provision follows alignment, increase follows obedience. A coin is small. Many people ignore small things because they are waiting for big opportunities. But heaven watches how you treat what seems little. If you cannot be faithful with what fits in your palm, how will you carry what fills your hands? God often tests the heart before he releases the harvest. For 9 days, not because the coin is special, but because consistency trains your spirit. 9 days teaches patience. 9 days teaches discipline. 9 days teaches trust. Most people quit on day 2 or 3 because nothing changes immediately. But faith is not moved by what the eyes see. Faith is moved by what God has spoken. Each day represents a decision to trust rather than panic, a decision to believe rather than complain, a decision to obey rather than question. When you place that coin intentionally, you are not placing money. You are placing expectation. You are declaring that lack will no longer control your thoughts. You are saying, I may not see the full picture, but I trust the one who does. Some people work hard, yet remain stuck financially because their spirit is anxious, fearful, and divided. Worry blocks clarity, fear blocks creativity, doubt blocks opportunity. But when peace enters the heart, wisdom flows freely, and where wisdom flows, provision follows. God does not bless chaos. He blesses order. He blesses obedience. He blesses trust. Do not rush these 9 days. Do not mock them. Do not speak carelessly during them. Your words matter more than you realize. Speak life, not fear. Speak gratitude, not desperation. Speak expectation, not complaint. Money multiplies supernaturally when the heart is aligned, not when the hands are desperate. Some people chase money, but money responds to purpose, discipline, and faith. Heaven does not release resources to panic. It releases resources to stewardship. You may say, but I need money urgently. That is exactly why you must slow your spirit. Urgency produces mistakes. Faith produces strategy. During these days, you may receive ideas, clarity, opportunities, or peace before you see money. Do not ignore those moments. Sometimes the miracle does not come as cash, it comes as direction, and direction always leads to provision. God often gives instruction before increase. If you obey the instruction, the increase will follow naturally. Never underestimate what God can multiply. A coin is small, but obedience makes it powerful. Gratitude multiplies what complaining destroys. Patience waters what haste uproots. Do not tell everyone what you are doing. Some blessings grow best in silence. Not everyone understands faith, and not everyone should have access to your process. Protect what God is growing. When you finish the 9 days, do not rush to measure the miracle only by numbers. Measure peace, measure clarity, measure opportunities, measure doors opening that were once closed. Provision is more than money. Money is just one form of provision. And when increase comes, remember this: you are not blessed just to survive, but to be a blessing. Stewardship determines sustainability. Gratitude determines longevity. If God can trust you with a little, He can entrust you with more. If He can trust your heart, He can trust your hands. This is not about a coin. This is about obedience. This is about faith. This is about alignment. Stay consistent, stay grateful, stay obedient, and in the right time, not your rush time, but God's perfect time, you will look back and realize that what started as something small became the doorway to supernatural increase. You can naturally extend this by adding slow prayers after every major paragraph, sharing personal or anonymous testimonies, repeating key lines with pauses, adding worship background and silence moments, re-emphasizing faith, obedience, patience, and gratitude. If you want, I can.